Greetings! It's Maxo Diddley. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can build your first Unity WebGL game. Let's get right into it. So firstly, you're going to want to have a game ready to build for WebGL. Then you're going to want to go up to File. Then go to Build Profiles. Then you're going to want to go to Web. And you're most likely going to need to install the web module. So, you need to click on Install with Unity Hub. Then you're going to be taken to where you can install it, and make sure Web Build Support is ticked. Then click on Install. How long this takes is going to depend on your internet speed and your PC. And once you've finished installing the web module, you're going to want to close Unity and reopen it. And once you've closed Unity, go ahead and reopen it. And once you've opened up Unity, you want to then go to File, then go to Build Profiles. And you'll notice the web platform is now available. So I strongly recommend you click on Add Build Profile so you can customize the options when building to WebGL. So click on Add Build Profile. Then you can call it a name. I'll call it Web for Tutorial. And then click on Add Build Profile. Leave all of these unticked. Now, most of these settings you can keep the same, the default will work. So there are a couple of settings you are going to want to pay attention to, and the first one is code optimization. So, if you are building your game just to quickly test something, go for shorter build time. If you want to make your WebGL game as small as possible, go with disk size with LTO. If you want to make your WebGL game run faster, which in most cases you're not going to need to, then do run speed with LTO. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'll go with shorter build time. Also, if you want to do a development build, feel free to tick it. However, I'm not going to. Now you're going to want to scroll down, and you're going to want to go to Publishing Settings. And there's a couple of things to keep in mind. So for the compression format, I recommend you put it onto Brotli. However, I also recommend you tick Decompression Fallback. Basically, if the place where you're hosting your WebGL game doesn't know how to decode Brotli compression, your WebGL game's not going to load. Decompression Fallback includes a JavaScript decompressor with your WebGL game, so if where you're hosting your game or your web browser doesn't know how to decompress your WebGL game, the JavaScript decompressor included in your WebGL game is going to do it. It does make your WebGL game a little bit bigger, but it's not really going to matter in the grand scheme of things. One more thing I recommend you look at, go to Resolution and Presentation, and set the default canvas width and height to a resolution you want. So I'll do 1280 by 720. So once you're happy with the build settings, and feel free to change more if you want to, click on Switch Profile. This could take a while, and once you've switched to the profile, you're going to want to click on Build. And in the File Explorer, you're going to want to navigate to where you want your WebGL game to go. So once you've found the folder you're happy with, click on Select Folder. Now, the amount of time it's going to take to build your WebGL game is going to depend a lot on how big your game is, but also the code optimization. If you're doing a link time optimization build, it's going to take a lot longer. Also, modern versions of Unity will deploy caching, so if you build a WebGL game once, and then quickly build it again, the second time is going to be a lot shorter, unless you make significant changes. And once your WebGL game has been built, you're going to be given a little message in the console saying it was successful. And if you navigate to where the WebGL game was built, you're going to probably see a few items: build, template data, and index.html. If you have a streaming assets folder, you're also going to see that here. And that's it for this tutorial. You can zip this up and upload it to itch.io, or another place to host WebGL games, or you could use Python commands to host locally. If you want to know how to host your game locally, or how to upload it to itch.io, click the videos on the screen right now. And that's it for this tutorial. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.